Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Acti Staten, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Castleton Lions, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Darby Dan Farm, Gainesway, Horse Sense, Juddmont Farm, Keeneland, Lane's End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Ramard, Sally Horse Fans, Shadwell Farm, Three Chimneys Farm, and Windstar Farm.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring the first Grade 1 Stakes victory for a top mare and a new world record on turf from Santa Anita, along with a 1-2 finish by stablemates in the Grade 2 Rebel Stakes from Oaklawn Park. To fairgrounds for turf sprinters in the Colonel Power Stakes. Some of the parts, the 9-5 favorite, John Dooley picks up the call.
The battle out in front between Comiskey's Humor and Some of the Parts. These two at the quarter pole, 6 clear. From Can You Let Me Down Easy, China straightens away in third. Icon Ike at the inside, then Billy Two Hats, and Chamberlain Bridge was last into the stretch. Comiskey's Humor has taken the lead. Here comes Icon Ike charging hard now. Some of the Parts is dropped back. Can You Let Me Down Easy? Billy Two Hats on the far outside with a late gain, and Chamberlain Bridge is next and picking up late, but it's Icon Ike. Icon Ike and James Graham. Icon Ike to win the Colonel Power Stakes.
5-2 second choice, Icon Ike by Three Chimneys Farm Stallion. Yes, it's true. Draws off to defeat long shot Billy Two Hats by 2 3/4 lengths. James Graham aboard the Keeneland Cells graduate in 103 4. Icon Ike now 4 for 6 sprinting over the fairgrounds turf. The Larry Jones trainee shipped to Sam Houston Park to take the Champion Energy Stakes in his latest. The 4-year-old colt was bred in Kentucky by his owners, Fletcher and Carolyn Gray. Icon Ike has earned $295,000. Fillies and mares sprinting over the fairgrounds turf in the Happy Ticket Stakes. Same cross, the 3-2 favorite. Once again, here's John Dooley.
Storms promised by 3/4 of a length. First start to the season for Going to Kukaro, who's right there. Monono close up in third as they come toward the quarter pole. Extravaganza, Cat lowers wide with a black shadow roll. Cho-Cho Cat cuts the corner. Same cross was last as they strained away into the stretch. Storms Promise in front. Monono charging down the center of the course along with and between horses Going to Kukaro. On the far outside, Cat Lore. Extravaganza right there. Same cross is in 6th. They're well inside the final half furlong. Storms Promise. Here comes Extravaganza. Monono on the outside. Extravaganza on the wire.
5-2 second choice, Extravaganza gets up to take the photo by a nose over front-running long shot Storms Promise. Richard Aramia aboard in 103 4. The first stakes victory for Extravaganza, who is undefeated in 4 turf sprints at fairgrounds. The Mike Stidham trainee returned from a 7-month layoff to take an allowance race over the course in her latest. The 6-year-old mare by Elusive Quality was bred in Kentucky by Oak Cliff Breeders Incorporated and Arthur Hancock. Extravaganza has earned $174,000 for Hancock. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a new world record on turf coming up in this segment. We begin with sprinting fillies and mares at Gulfstream Park in the Grade 2 Inside Information Stakes. Trainer Marty Wolfson sent out 4 of the 10 starters, including 6-5 favorite Golden Mystery. Larry Comas picks up the call.
Spectacular Sky, the leader. 3/4 of a length over ABK, Prize Informant, 3rd on the inside. Then it's Bourbon in 4th. Ice Cream Silence, 5th in between horses with 2.5 lengths to make up. Golden Mystery is in behind them, being nudged along to keep up now as Golden Mystery. Amazon Core is after that. Then Starship Truffles and Nakano. And at the back it's Catch a Thief, 45 2 for a half mile. And ABK will turn for home in front. It's ABK the leader. Spectacular Sky second to the inside. Bourbon is third. Golden Mystery has to do much better. Today's not her day. Final furlong. ABK, Spectacular Sky. Emma's Encore is gaining on the far outside. And then it's Bourbon, followed by Nakano. But it's ABK all the way in the Inside Information.
ABK the winner by 3 lengths over Spectacular Sky. Edgar Prado aboard in 123 4. The Ralph Nix trainee returned from a 10-month layoff to impressively take an entry-level allowance at Gulfstream a year ago. And in her first start since finishing 8th in the Grade 1 test last summer at Saratoga, ABK records her first stakes victory. The 4-year-old filly by Street Sense was bred in Kentucky by her owner, James C. Spence. ABK has earned $213,000. To Oaklawn Park for the Grade 3 Azeri Stakes. Champion My Miss Aurelia, the 4-5 favorite in her seasonal debut. Frank Miramati has the call.
They're heading to the half-mile pole in the Azeri. Songs and Sonnets clear by 7. My Miss Aurelia, Don't Tell Sophia, both getting a little bit closer. They're followed by Tis Miss Sue in 4th, and then it's She's All In, 3 furlongs from home. Songs and Sonnets uncontested, trying to get a breather. She leads by 3. Here comes My Miss Aurelia, though, and My Miss Aurelia has come right up alongside, puts her head in front. She is joined by Don't Tell Sophia. These two go on and square off at the quarter pole. Tis Miss Sue is in 4th. On the outside, Don't Tell Sophia. My Miss Aurelia between them. Songs and Sonnets at the rail. Tis Miss Sue is running on willingly. It's turning into a thriller. Don't Tell Sophia takes the lead, has to hold off Tis Miss Sue. Here comes Tis Miss Sue after Don't Tell Sophia. Tis Miss Sue takes the lead at the 16th pole, and Tis Miss Sue is back.
Tis Miss Sue by Windstar Farm Stallion Tis Now repeats his winner of the Azeri by 1.25 lengths over Don't Tell Sophia. Joe Rocco Jr. up in 1:45-1. After winning this race last year, then running 3rd in the Grade 1 Apple Blossom Handicap, Tis Miss Sue went on to finish only a neck back of champion Royal Delta in the Grade 2 Delaware Handicap. In her first start off a 4-month layoff, the Steve Hobby trainee ran 3rd in the Bayakoa Stakes. The 6-year-old mare was bred in Kentucky by her owner, Cressran LLC. Tis Miss Sue has earned nearly $790,000. Back to Gulfstream Park for turf fillies and mares and the Grade 2 Honey Fox Stakes. Center Court, the 2-1 favorite in her seasonal debut. Once again, here's Larry Comas.
47-1 for a half mile. Frontside and Alan Garcia continue the charge into the far turn on top. Pianist is running in 2nd. Center Court is right there in 3rd. Angles to the outside, and Channel Lady's going to go right with her. And these two begin their charge on the far turn. Center Court now moves up alongside a front-running Frontside. Pianist squeezing through between those two, and they're into the stretch. Frontside to the outside. Center Court. Pianist is 3rd. Channel Lady trying her best, and then Scimitar to the inside, but it is Center Court. And Scimitar moving into 2nd. Center Court has won the Honey Fox.
Favored Center Court by Lane's End Stallion Smart Strike, the winner by 1 3/4 lengths over Scimitar. Julianne Leperoux aboard in 133 flat. A 3-time graded stakes winner last season, Center Court was making her first start since taking the Grade 2 Mrs. Revere at Churchill Downs. The 4-year-old filly was bred in Kentucky by her owner, G. Watts Humphrey Jr., and the Louise Ireland Humphrey Revocable Trust. Trained by Rusty Arnold, Center Court has earned $566,000. Julianne Leperoux with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. To Santa Anita for the Grade 2 San Luis Race Stakes at 1.5 miles on turf. Interaction, the 2-1 favorite, Trevor Denman picks up the call.
They go past the 3/4 pole, and now Gary Stevens sends Slim Shady clear. Slim Shady kicks on with it, leads it by just under 2. Bright Thought is content to let him go on, sits in the 2nd spot, then comes Fire with Fire. Up alongside, all squared away. Interaction is 5th, now gives them 6-length start. Tiziani, Huntsville behind that, and Bourbon Bay still the trailer. Half mile left to go now, and it is still Slim Shady going into the turn, 1.25 lengths in front. Bright Thought is now cutting into that lead from 2nd. Just behind that, all squared away. Fire with Fire, Tiziani. Interaction now starts to come after them in the white cap. He needs to find a way through. Top of the lane in the San Luis Ray, and Slim Shady's hanging on to the lead. Bright Thought is right up alongside of that. Down the centre of the track, all squared away. He's coming on gamely. Interaction not quite doing enough. They come for home, and it's Bright Thought. Slim Shady's gone. Bright Thought, the new leader, all squared away. But Bright Thought now striding away. And Bright Thought powerful in the San Luis Ray. Bright Thought and Victor Espinosa won at about 4 in the end.
In his stakes debut, 5-2 second choice Bright Thought by Gainesway Snag and Hat Trick draws off to defeat Long Shot All Squared Away by 3 1/4 lengths in world record time. Victor Espinoza aboard in 2:22 3, a 1:14 brisk speed rating. Since breaking his maiden by 11 lengths for a $25,000 claiming tag, sprinting over the main track at Laurel Park in November, Bright Thought has won 5 of 6 starts. He's 3 for 3 over the Santa Anita turf course this year for trainer Jorge Gutierrez. The 4-year-old colt was bred in Kentucky by Postum Farm and Veneri Racing Incorporated. Bright Thought has earned nearly $165,000 for Marjorie Dye and Alex Veneri. The Lanes End Stallion of the Week is champion English Channel, who currently ranks 3rd on the North American cumulative third crop sire list by earnings, black type winners, rated stakes horses, and black type horses. Call Jill or Gemma to discuss your mating plans with this top young sire in the making. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with a 1-2 finish by stablemates in the Grade 2 Rebel Stakes just ahead in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. We begin with fillies at Aqueduct in the Cicada Stakes. Highest maintenance, the 1-2 favorite, John Embrial picks up the call.
They're midway around the far turn. I'm Mom's Favorite and Highest Maintenance, and they are right together as they come for the top of the stretch. El Gayor's in 3rd, Railtown Girl on the far outside, the half mile in 45-1. They're in the stretch. I'm Mom's Favorite and Highest Maintenance. They remain together as El Gayor gains on the outside. Railtown Girl is 4th. They're inside the 8th pole. Highest Maintenance in between horses. El Gayor on the outside. I'm Mom's Favorite down at the rail. Here's El Gayor to take the lead in deep stretch and win the Cicada.
El Gayor by Adina Spring Stallion Ghost Sapper holds off odds on favorite Highest Maintenance by half a length. Eddie Castro up in 109-4. Despite breaking her maiden in the Dearly Precious Stakes over the track and trip last month, the Karen McLaughlin trainee was sent off as the 6-1 third choice in the Cicada. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Shadwell Farm LLC and races for Shadwell Stable. El Gayor has earned nearly $130,000. American Produce Records is now available online. Visit brisnet.com/APR for unlimited access to the pedigrees of more than 3 million thoroughbreds for just $275 a year. To Oaklawn Park for the Grade 2 Rebel Stakes. Trainer Bob Baffert had 2 starters, including 6-5 favorite Super 99. Frank Miramati has the call.
And they're off in the Rebel. Delhomme is going out for the lead. Super 99 has speed, and there goes Title Contender sprinting up to put his head in front. Stormy Holiday is just behind them. Will Take Charge, a 4-wide Oxbow, about 5 lengths off the early tempo. Den's Legacy is next, followed at the rail by Texas Bling, who has to take up, angled off the rail now. Treasury Bill is inside of him. They're followed by Hard Rock 11, and Carb is at the back. Quick tempo being set by Title Contender. He leads by 2 lengths. The favorite Super 99 gets a perfect trip second. Oxbow into 3rd. Delhomme on the inside 4th. Will Take Charge between horses. Stormy Holiday just outside of him. Den's Legacy at the rail has 8 to make up. He's followed by Texas Bling. Hard Rock 11 covering Treasury Bill, and another 6 or 7 to carve. A half mile left to go in the Rebel. They're chasing Title Contender, who's in front by a length. Super 99 now cuts into that margin, though, and Super 99 goes after him around the far turn. Oxbow a length and a half back 3rd. Den's Legacy has made progress on the inside 4th. Delhomme under pressure, losing ground. Will Take Charge just went by him. Texas Bling on the inside of Hard Rock 11. Treasury Bill still has a lot of work to do. Carb is out of last. He's picking it up. Stormy Holiday is the trailer. Oxbow makes his move on the outside, and Oxbow puts his head in front as they come to the furlong pole. Will Take Charge is closing strongly. Den's Legacy on the inside. Super 99 is under pressure. Oxbow is the leader late. On the inside, Den's Legacy is trying to get to him. Will Take Charge running a giant one on the outside. Lucas 1-2. Will Take Charge coming at Oxbow. Oxbow will take charge. Will Take Charge gets up to beat Oxbow in a thrilling Rebel.
D. Wayne Lucas trainees finish 1-2 with Will Take Charge turning back Oxbow by a head. Bob Baffert's long shot Den's Legacy third for a sweep by Keeneland Sells graduates. John Cord up in 145 flat. Two top Kentucky Derby prospects for the 77-year-old Hall of Famer and four-time Derby winning trainer. Will Take Charge won the Smarty Jones Stakes in his 3-year-old debut, but he was a well-beaten sixth over a sloppy track in the Grade 3 Southwest Stakes. The colt by Unbridled Song was bred in Kentucky by Eaton and is a half-brother to Grade 1 Stakes winner Take Charge Indy. Will Take Charge has earned $545,000 for Willis D. Horton. The regally bred colt out of multiple Grade 1 Stakes winner Take Charge Lady was consigned by Hillendale Sales Agency to the 2011 Keeneland September yearling sale, where he was purchased by Horton for $425,000. Kentucky Derby points leader Will Take Charge, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by Remard's total line of equine products featuring total joint care, the complete joint product with hyaluronic acid. For more information, please log on to remardinc.com.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Santa Anita for fillies and mares and the Grade 1 Santa Margarita Stakes. Joyful Victory, the even money favorite. Here's the call by Trevor Denman.
And away they go. All came out smoothly. Great Hot is setting off for the early lead along the inside. Joyful Victory going to tuck in right behind the leaders. More Chocolate from the outside gates, caught a little wide as they go into the turn with Snowfall on the inside of her. Four of them almost lining up on the lead, brushed by A Star, content to trail early. Into the turn they go, and now Joyful Victory has plenty of room down at the rail, and Joyful Victory now scrapes the paint and goes on to set the pace. It's a sensible one, leads at 3/4 of a length to Great Hot. Snowfall is right there in third. More Chocolate has now dropped down onto the rail, gives them 3-length start, and then a length and 3/4 to Brush by A Star. Onto the backstretch they go, and Joyful Victory takes them along now as Great Hot comes to put some pressure on her. Snowfall on the far side, only 3/4 of a length back. More Chocolate is a comfortable fourth now, 2.5 off those leaders, and Brushed by A Star, 4 lengths would cover the lot. A half-mile to go in a Santa Margarita, and Joyful Victory just in front. Great Hot is keeping the pressure on second. More Chocolate is right there at the rail, just going to need somewhere to run. Snowfall between horses. Now there goes Brushed by A Star with an early run wide out, and Brushed by A Star has gone from last to second now. Coming to the top of the lane, and Joyful Victory still being confidently ridden. Joyful Victory just allowed a stride along, and she's opening up. And Joyful Victory now kicks away for home. More Chocolate takes second, tries to come after her. Homeward bound, and it's Joyful Victory still clear by 3 big lengths as they run past the 8th pole. More Chocolate can't get to her, and it's Joyful Victory out here moving like a winner. Joyful Victory and Rosina Provnik, too good for them in the Grade 1 Santa Margarita. Joyful Victory wins it easy.
Favored Joyful Victory by Gainesway Stallion Tappet sets all the fractions to defeat More Chocolate by 4 lengths. Rosie Napravnik up in 149-2. Napravnik first rode her to a track record-setting victory at the Houston Ladies Classic interseasonal debut. After placing in Grade 1 stakes at 2, 3, and 4, the Larry Jones trainee finally scores at the top level at the age of 5. The mare was bred in Ontario by William D. Graham and originally sold for $60,000 at the Keeneland January sale. A $400,000 two-year-old, Joyful Victory has banked $1,090,000 for Fox Hill Farms Incorporated. Joyful Victory paid $420 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. We'll see you next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson has been presented by Acti Staten, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Castleton Lions, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Darby Dan Farm, Gainesway, Horse Sense, Juddmont Farm, Keeneland, Lane's End, Malone's, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, Pin Oak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Remard, Sally Horse Fans, Shadwell Farm, Three Chimneys Farm, and Windstar Farm. Online at tbreadweek.com.